In the heart of Africa, a land of immense beauty and untold stories, lies a river that has shaped the destiny of a nation. The Congo River, a majestic waterway, winds its way through ancient rainforests, a lifeline coursing through the heart of the continent. Its waters, dark and mysterious, hold secrets of the past. It stands as a silent witness, bearing witness to centuries of history, a constant presence in a land of constant change. The river has seen it all. It has seen kingdoms rise and fall along its banks, empires built and crumbled, their stories echoing in the rustling leaves of the rainforest. It has carried both the richness of life, the vibrant cultures and traditions of its people, and the weight of suffering, the echoes of conflict and exploitation that have marked its history. The story of the Democratic Republic of Congo, a nation forged in the crucible of history, is one of profound sorrow and unwavering courage, a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure even the most unimaginable hardships. It's a history marked by exploitation, the relentless extraction of its vast natural resources, and the remarkable resilience of its people, who have never given up hope for a better future. To truly understand this nation, its present struggles and future aspirations, we must look back, delve into the depths of its past, and confront the complexities of its journey. We must journey back before foreign ships arrived on its shores, bringing with them a new era of challenges and transformations, to a time when life followed the natural rhythms of the land, when communities thrived in harmony with their environment. The Congo's history is not just a tale of a place, a geographical entity on a map, but of millions of individual lives, families and communities whose destinies were irrevocably shaped by the powerful currents of change that swept across their land, leaving an indelible mark on their society. Colonialism here was not a civilizing mission, as it was often portrayed, but a vast and brutal enterprise of plunder, driven by greed and a thirst for resources. The far-reaching consequences of this era, the scars left by colonial rule, still profoundly shape the social, political and economic landscape of the Congo today. We'll embark on a journey to explore the vibrant and diverse societies, the rich tapestry of cultures and traditions that existed long before the arrival of colonization, the unspeakable brutality that followed, the systematic exploitation and oppression of its people, and the unwavering strength of a people who fought tirelessly for their self-determination, for their right to control their own destiny. This is a story of profound loss, of lives shattered and communities torn apart, but also of extraordinary resilience, of the enduring spirit of a people who refused to be broken. It is the story of a nation, a land of contrasts and complexities, forged in the fires of conflict and tempered by the enduring hope for a brighter future. To look away, to ignore this history, is to fundamentally misunderstand the immense challenges that the Congolese people continue to face today, the obstacles they must overcome to build a more just and equitable society. We approach this history not with judgment or preconceived notions, but with a genuine desire to understand the complexities of the past and its impact on the present. This is the story of the birth of a nation struggling to define itself, a story that deserves to be told, to be remembered and to be learned from, so that we may never repeat the mistakes of the past. Before Europeans arrived, the Congo region was home to thriving, complex societies. The Kingdom of Congo, near the river's mouth, was a sophisticated state with organized provinces and a strong economy. Inland, the Luba and Lunda empires were renowned for governance, art and spiritual life. These societies traded salt, copper, ivory and textiles along ancient routes, connecting the Congo basin to distant lands. Art and tradition were central, linking people to ancestors and affirming power. The river was a lifeline supporting commerce and communication. These civilizations were deeply adapted to their environment with sustainable ways of living. Colonial narratives tried to erase this rich past, portraying Africa as a blank slate. But the Congo's history began long before colonization, rooted in its own remarkable kingdoms and cultures. Remembering this is crucial to understanding what was lost and what endures. In the late 1800s, as European powers scrambled to claim territories across the African continent, a particularly dark chapter was about to unfold. King Leopold II of Belgium, a monarch with grand ambitions and a hunger for wealth and power, set his sights on Africa, specifically the Congo region. He envisioned a personal colony there, a vast territory under his direct control. To achieve his goals, he cleverly masked his ambitions as humanitarian, presenting himself as a benevolent leader with noble intentions. He embarked on a sophisticated public relations campaign, convincing the world that his primary aim was to end slavery, which still persisted in some parts of Africa, and to bring civilization and progress to the Congolese people. At the Berlin Conference, a pivotal gathering of European powers to carve up Africa, Leopold's carefully crafted image and persuasive arguments secured international recognition for his claim to the vast Congo Free State. This wasn't a colony of Belgium, but his private property, not Belgium's. It was an unprecedented arrangement, granting him absolute control over a massive territory. The land and its people, the Congolese, became his to exploit for personal gain, their lives and resources subject to his whims. Initially, ivory was the first target, a valuable commodity that fueled Leopold's coffers. But a new invention, the pneumatic tire, soon created a global demand for rubber, transforming the Congo into an even more lucrative prize. The Congo's extensive wild rubber vines, previously of little interest to the outside world, suddenly became a gold mine, promising immense wealth for Leopold. For Leopold, it was an unparalleled opportunity to amass a personal fortune. But for the Congolese people, it marked the beginning of a horrific nightmare, a descent into unimaginable suffering. The Congo Free State, under Leopold's iron fist, became nothing more than a vast forced labor camp. Its operations brutally enforced by the Force Publique, a private army of European officers and African soldiers. Congolese men were forcibly conscripted into this army, and tragically, they were then used to enforce rubber quotas on their own people, perpetuating a cycle of violence and oppression. The era of red rubber began, a term that chillingly reflected the bloodshed and brutality that characterized this period. It was a time that stained the land with unimaginable suffering, leaving an indelible mark on the Congolese people and their history. Leopold's rule was absolute and unchecked, his power extending to every corner of the Congo Free State. But the truth, the horrifying reality of what was happening within the Congo, would soon begin to leak out, and the world would eventually learn of the unspeakable horrors that were being perpetrated. The Congo Free State, in its essence, was a private empire, a vast territory controlled by one man for his personal enrichment. It was a regime built on terror, fueled by insatiable greed, and defined by the brutal exploitation of an entire population. Rubber quotas were enforced through terror. Men were forced into the rainforest for weeks, leaving families behind. Failure to meet quotas meant brutal punishment. Hostages, village burnings, and mass killings. The severing of hands became a gruesome accounting method for spent bullets. Baskets of severed hands were presented as proof of compliance. The population may have been halved. Millions died from violence, starvation, and disease. This was not war, but mass killing for profit. Under Leopold's rule, the Congo became a land of unimaginable suffering. The price of rubber was paid in human lives. News of atrocities in the Congo Free State sparked an international outcry. Under pressure, Leopold was forced to cede control to Belgium in 1908. The Belgian Congo replaced chaos with systematic exploitation. The land's wealth, copper, diamonds, gold, still flowed overseas. Racial segregation and forced labor persisted, with Congolese denied political rights. Education was limited, designed only to create low-level workers. The administration divided people along ethnic lines, sowing seeds of future conflict. Infrastructure served extraction, not local needs. The Belgian Congo was less violent, but it remained a cage of exploitation and discrimination. Despite oppression, Congolese resistance endured. Religious movements like Kimbanguism became symbols of defiance. Urban Congolese formed associations, nurturing new leaders and political consciousness. The Evolus, an educated urban class, began to demand rights and equality. World War II was a turning point. Congolese soldiers returned with new ideas of freedom. Inspired by global anti-colonial movements, they formed political parties and demanded independence. Patrice Lumumba emerged as a unifying leader, founding the Mouvement National Congolais. Lumumba's call for unity and freedom resonated nationwide. The tide of nationalism rose, and Belgian rule faced a powerful, unified movement. The dream of a sovereign Congo was becoming unstoppable. By the late 1950s, the push for independence accelerated. Riots in Leopoldville shocked Belgium, forcing a rapid policy shift. At the 1960 Brussels Round Table, Congolese leaders demanded immediate independence and won it. On June 30th, 1960, the Congo became a sovereign nation, despite lacking experience in self-governance. King Baudouin's speech praised colonialism, but Prime Minister Lumumba's unscheduled address electrified the nation. Lumumba spoke of struggle, oppression, and the right to freedom, not Belgian benevolence. His words asserted Congolese dignity and independence, unsettling Western powers. The new republic was born in hope, but faced immense challenges. Independence was not a gift, but a right won through struggle. The world watched as the Congo stepped into an uncertain future. The storm clouds of the Cold War gathered on the horizon. Independence brought euphoria, but also deep challenges. The administration was fragile, the economy foreign-controlled, and ethnic tensions flared. The army mutinied, chaos spread, and provinces like Katanga seceded with foreign backing. Lumumba appealed to the UN, but limited intervention led him to seek Soviet support. This move alarmed the West, who saw Lumumba as a threat. The CIA and Belgian agents plotted his removal. Political chaos followed. President Kasavubu dismissed Lumumba, and Mobutu seized power in a coup. Lumumba was arrested and murdered, a devastating blow to the young nation. The dream of a truly independent Congo was crushed between Cold War powers. The wounds of this crisis would shape the nation for decades. The Congo's birth as an independent nation was tumultuous, marked by profound challenges and deep-seated tragedy. It was a moment of hope, quickly overshadowed by the harsh realities of its past and the looming uncertainties of its future. Its complex legacy continues to resonate and be felt today, shaping the nation's identity and influencing its path forward. The echoes of the past are undeniable. Decades of colonial exploitation left the country woefully unprepared for true sovereignty, stripping it of resources and disrupting its social fabric. This exploitation fostered deep divisions within Congolese society and created a lasting economic dependency on foreign powers, a dependency that continues to hinder its progress. The Congo crisis, a period of intense political instability, and the tragic assassination of Patrice Lumumba, the nation's first prime minister, irrevocably set the stage for decades of authoritarian rule and political repression, stifling the nation's potential. This was most evident under the long and corrupt reign of Mobutu Sese Seko. The initial hopes for national unity, economic prosperity, and a brighter future for all Congolese citizens were systematically dismantled through corruption, violence, and the erosion of democratic institutions. This dismantling was further exacerbated by persistent foreign interference in Congolese affairs and the imposition of authoritarian rule, hindering self-determination. Yet, despite these immense challenges, the remarkable resilience of the Congolese people endures as a testament to their spirit. Through decades of oppression, political turmoil, and economic hardship, they have managed to create and preserve a vibrant and dynamic culture, a source of strength and identity. They have also continued to fight tirelessly for justice, equality, and a more democratic society. The spirit and ideals of Patrice Lumumba, a symbol of Congolese independence, lives on. It lives on in the hearts and minds of those striving for a better, more just and prosperous future for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Understanding this complex and often painful history is absolutely essential for anyone seeking to grasp the current realities of the Congo. It provides crucial context for understanding today's challenges, including political instability, economic inequality, and social divisions. It also underscores the fundamental importance of upholding human rights, promoting good governance, and fostering inclusive development. The Congo's story serves as a powerful lesson to the world A lesson in the fragility of freedom, the devastating consequences of unchecked greed, and the enduring power of the human spirit. It is an important chapter in our shared human story, a story of struggle, resilience, and the ongoing pursuit of a better world. As such, it is a story deserving of our remembrance, reflection, and continued attention. If you found this historical overview compelling and informative and wish to learn more about similar topics, please consider supporting our channel by subscribing, liking this video, and sharing it with others who might be interested in these vital stories. Your support helps us continue our mission.